Stand up, New York Mets fans. Tonight's game one of a three-game series that is vital to the Mets as they come into this 7 behind Philadelphia. And again, I blame most of this on one individual, Carlos Mendoza. Why? He's a gambling psychopath. Because he was a gambling psychopath, putting in pitchers in the wrong spots at the wrong time, the lack of discipline at the plate in certain games, and then his broken record response of the pitchers have got to be better. The pitchers have got to be better. No, Carlos, you need to be better with discernment on when to put a pitcher in and when not to put him in. Your psychopathic need to gamble away games is what put the Mets in this 7-game hole in the first place. Because you don't want to hold yourself accountable to your dumb ass mistakes. And against a Philly team that's been red hot since June, we can't afford that. You can't afford you being a dumbass. Mets come into this a game and a half ahead of Cincinnati for the final wild card spot. And Philly comes into this, I think, either 3 or 4 ahead of the Dodgers for the first spot. For the second spot in the divisional. Philadelphia will have Turner, Schwarber, Harper, Realmuto, Bohm, Marsh, Kepler, Bader, and Scott set up to face Kodai Senga, who has been in a bit of a rut lately. For the Mets, they'll have Lindor, Soto, Marte, Alonso, Vientos, Nimmo, Taylor, McNeil, Torrens. They're going up against Christopher Sanchez. First pitch to Turner. And it's too high, ball 1. Takes another fastball. This one does catch the inside edge. 1-1. Turner leads the league with 160 hits. He fouls that one off. 1-2. It was changeup. One, two. Fires another fastball, and again it goes foul. Yep. But combined, what the biggest weakness for both sides has been the bullpens. Between the two pens, 5.40 ERA. 1-2 pitch from Senga. Goes for the ghost fork, and it bounces into the dirt. 2-2. Two. Mendoza doesn't like that call, and I don't blame him. Let's see. Payoff. Line toward the gap in left center. Taylor coming on. He's not going to get it on the dive, on a gamble dive. This is going to give Turner a triple. Seriously, Taylor, why not just play the bounce instead of gambling on a dive? Right off the bat, the Mets are gambling. If you just let that bounce, you could have cut it off. But no, you could have cut it off. If you just stayed on your feet and just let it bounce, you would have been able to cut it off. Tyrone, you dumbass. Infield back, willing to trade in a run for an out. This is with the fork to Schwarber, who leads the league, National League in homers with 45, and the league overall with 109 ribbies. Round one to McNeil. That'll get the run home. 1-0 Philadelphia. And the Mets don't see Giancarlo that much anymore. Ball one. On the cut. That's fouled off. 1-1. And first batter, Blues, strike Senga again. Again, if Taylor had just let the ball bounce and he stayed on his feet instead of gambled and then went on a dive and instead of gambling on a dive, Phillies wouldn't be on the board. I mean, sure, Trey Turner would still be on the base pads, but he wouldn't be at third base on the next batter, you son of a bitch. He would have been on second base at worst. 2-2. But no. Taylor had to go out of his way to gamble with a flash attempt, and it backfired. Popped up, third base side, heading towards the seats, and Vientos is not going to get it. We'll do it again. Over the fork, Alonso will scoop it up, step in the bag, 2 down. Ouch. Ball one. Ball two. Fouled off, 2-1. Three and one. Broken bat, pop fly, right center field. Taylor's back. He'll make the catch, but not before the Mets cough up one. So Beatty and Mullins and Mauricio are getting the night off. I don't really like this, but whatever. Oh boy. And Cody is now really starting to go into full blown Homelander mode. I mean, slow burn, heel turn, emphasis on slow burn. Lindor is on a 12-game hitting streak, and he's hit 470 in that stretch. Problem is, Mets have not been able to capitalize on most of the wins on the hits. All one. And again, who's the guilty party? Parties. The rest of the batting order, and Mendoza with the pitching gamble, with the pitcher gambling. 1-1. One pitch. Ground ball to Turner. He'll scoop it up. Fire. Overthrows. Harper got off the bag, and Lindor is safe. And that is an E6. Here's Soto. Makes ball one. Question is Lindor gonna go take off? Soto takes a big cut of fastball and misses 1-1. Yeah, Turner's made a lot of strides in controlling how well he fields or throws to avoid getting errors. And there is last year's Mets hero in the outfield, Harrison Bader, playing center tonight. Yes, Castellanos is getting the night off, which is why Kepler's in right. Swings at the slider way outside and misses to Soto 1-2. He takes low 2-2 on the fastball. Double play ball, chop. Lindor out at second. Throw by Turner, not in time. It's a force out. Scott with the flick to second to get the run. It wasn't hit hard enough. A little harder, and yeah, you would have turned a 4.63. Here's Starling Marte, who's hit 347 in his last 34 when he gets to play. Takes ball one. Two and 0. Again, blame that on Mendoza's psychotic pitcher gambling. Popped up. Right field. Harper is going to have room. Nope, that goes over the dugout. The Met dugout, 2-1. 3-1. Alonso waits on deck. Monte fouls that one off. Soto will have the option to get an automatic head start. And with one out, I wouldn't take that risk. I mean, sure, knowing Mendoza, he is going to gamble and have Soto gamble, but against Realmuto, I'm not. I'm someone who doesn't roll the dice. Here's the payoff. Comes in with a fastball and gets Marte looking. I don't know why Starling didn't bother to take a cut at that. But you get a homer in Atlanta. Land whacks a breaking ball, but it's going to go foul. Again, and against Christopher Sanchez is even worse. 2-11, just as bad, if not worse, debatably. 419, 1 homer, 7 strikeouts, and 0 for 5 whenever he goes up against that slider. 0-1 pitch. He takes a 104-mile heater, 0-2. On Tuesday against Seattle, losing Sanchez's last outing with the Mariners. Against the Mariners, 7 of his 12 strikeouts by changeup, 3 of them by sinker, 2 of them by slider. 0-2 pitch. 1-2. Went for the change. Alonso didn't bite. Lowest OPS on a single pitch. With the changeup, Sanchez is 393. Then it's Hunter Brown of Houston with his four-seamer, Kevin Gossman with his split finger, Brian Wu with a four-seamer, and I didn't catch the last one. 1-2 pitch. And it's that fucking changeup, strike 3. So the Mets not able to capitalize. 1-0 on a fielding error and a botched double play. 1-0 Philadelphia after 1. Again, something that could have been averted if Tyrone Taylor just stayed upright and just chased the ball down and cut it off in the gap. You would have held Turner to a double at worst. Would the runner still come in? Yes. Or debatably, yes. But it would have taken longer for it to come in. But instead, he dove for it and gambled. He gambled and dove for it and missed badly. Hell, even if he trapped it, he would have been able to turn it to a single, and we would have had a chance at a double play ball. But again, Taylor completely failed to adhere to the concept of no gambling. Home lead off against Senga, and he fouls off a fastball. 0-1. Home slams one to center. Taylor's going to be right under it. 1 down. Two 1. That's a bullshit call. 3-1. Kepler waits on deck. It's fouled off, and we got a full count. For those wondering what they're talking about, Zach Wheeler had to go. He is out for the season due to thoracic stress surgery due to a blood clot. And Senga walks him. You piece of shit. But again, what do you expect when you have a pitching rotation that's basically built out of reclamation pieces, with the exceptions of the three that were on the team before you got Holmes and Montas, in the forms of Senga, Miguel, and Peterson. Those are the only three ready to go this year. Ball one is, and even then, Senga has been wonky since June, since the start of this month. Since the game against San Francisco, he hasn't been able to get a decision outside of losses all the time because he's too busy being cute. Swing and a miss. 1-1 to Kepler. This time, Taylor plays on a hop and a split single by Kepler, and the Phillies are threatening again. Runners on first and second, and 1 out. Fouls off the first pitch as Bader 0-1. Scott waits on deck, and Bader's in the foxhole. And Turner's in the foxhole. Throw it low, Kodai, you piece of garbage. Yeah, the Mets are 24 and 37. They had 22 blown leads. Second fewest starting pitching innings thrown. 250 pitches thrown by their innings thrown by the bullpen, and they're tied for the most four-plus run losses. This is with the Tigers and Nationals. 1 and 2. I mean, sure, the Senga injury was a key factor, but I also blame that on Mendoza being a gambling lunatic. The June 13th game was a case in point. Why put Paul Blackburn in over Huascar Brazaban when you were up 4 against Tampa? No logic to it. The bounces the ghost fork into the dirt again. 2-2. Bounce it off, and Torrens gets hit in the face. And with his pitch count being stacked because of the discipline at the plate Philadelphia is showing, I don't know how much longer he's going to be able to stay out there. Pay off, and this time he got him. Strike 3. First pitch is low, ball 1. Strike 1. One, two. Mets starters entering the night, third lowest ERA in the NL, which is ironic. 1-2. Golf's one to right center. Soto coming on. He calls Taylor off and gets the catch. So the Mets do let 2 men get on base on a hit and a walk, but nothing comes across. 1-0 going into the bottom of the second in favor of Philadelphia. It'll be Vientos, Nimmo, and Taylor. Nimmo's been out the last few days due to neck stiffness. Due to a stiff spot in his neck. First pitch to Vientos. And Vientos takes strike one on this changeup. 7-game hitting streak for Vientos. He's hit 5 homers and 11 RBIs over the last 7. Chases another changeup. 0-2. If I had to guess, Vientos is committing himself to tunnel vision rather than discipline, which is one of the main reasons the Mets don't have a hit yet. 0-2. Ground ball to Turner. He'll scoop it up. And this time he'll get the out. 1 down. Yeah, well, going downhill lately, the Cleveland Guardians have lost 8 of their last 9, which led to them falling out of second place in the AL Central and basically falling further and further out of the AL wildcard hunt. And Caleb Durbin has only gotten 6 hits in his last 33 at bats for Milwaukee. Nimmo takes a big cut at a changeup that's away, low and out, 1-0-1. Or slider, excuse me. One and one. Can I ask the Mets a question? Where the fuck is the plate discipline so far? I think he fell asleep after the 2-run home. The ground ball this time to Harper. He'll scoop it up and he'll take it himself on the hop and just run it to the bag. 2 down. Again, where the fuck is the plate discipline, Mets? Stack the count and force Sanchez to work instead of gambling and chasing every fucking pitch, you dumbasses. I'm sorry for being this blunt, but I can't sugarcoat how bad the Mets have been since June. Because of self-indulgent idiocy. Because of their self-indulgent idiocy. Tyron Taylor takes first pitch, and he takes a strike over the middle instead of going after it. I mean, Taylor's been one of the biggest issues. Why the fuck does he not chase any of the heaters? Wasn't that the reason he was brought in? Another reclamation piece brought in by David Stearns. Ball 1. 1 on the outside change. This should have been Mullins, not Taylor in the lineup tonight. But whatever. This one's to center, right center, but Bader's there and he'll make the catch. It's a 1-2-3 inning for Philadelphia defensively. Nothing across from the Mets. We go to the third, 1-0 Phillies. Mets, do me a favor and wake the fuck up offensively. Would you already, you pieces of dog shit? People wonder why I keep asking for begging and praying and pleading for Mendoza to get fired. The son of a bitch does nothing but gamble psychotically. That's what he is, a gambling psychopath. That's Trump. Get over Trump. Don't blame. Get over Will. Trump will blame them. Trump is make clear. Must be a big cut. Tactic. Russians mail it knowing. First pitch to Turner. This one is driven to left field. It's just foul. Got the bullet there, Senga. Oh, 1 pitch. That one's fouled to the backstop, 0-2. And it looks like Hayden Senger has come in for Luis Torrens. Oh, that's still Torrens. Never mind. I thought that was Senger for a second. I saw the 3 on the wrong side of the uniform. Oh, 2 again. Doesn't go. Held up on the fork. 1-2. Turner's been a 3-time All-Star as a Philly in 21, 22, and 3-time All-Star. He didn't make the cut this year. Swing and a miss. Got him on the ghost fork. 1 down. First K of the night for Senga. Or second, I should say. Forgot about the Bader strikeout. Here's Schwarber. Schwarber lacks in batting average. He's more than made up for with power. Ball 1. Two and 0. And he missed again. 3 and 0. And he gets walked. I don't know what the hell Senga was doing with that, because now he's facing a hitter that's just as dangerous. Granted, he's been in a downturn this year due to injuries in Bryce Harper, but he's still killed the Mets no matter where he's gone, whether it's Washington or Philadelphia. This is year number 7 of that contract, of that lucrative contract with the Phillies for Harper, and he takes another low shot, ball 1. This has been one of the other problems Senga has been dealing with as of late since coming back. Very rarely does he get a clean 1-2-3 inning, i.e., no runs, nobody left on the base pads. 1-1. And his pitch count getting jacked up. On the ground, past McNeil for a hit. Schwarber will go to third and hit the brakes. The throw, the third, not in time to get him. Please just let the Mets get some hits and runs, would you? Instead of having them give them up. Realmuto pops it up. Torrens going back, and he's not going to be able to get it. This one goes into the seats behind the plate, 0-2. He got him. Ball goes out of the glove, but not far enough to advance the runners. That's K number 3, second with the ghost fork. Bad bat by JT, 2 down. He fouls that one off the hand of Torrens, and it goes to the backstop, 0-1. Bohm has been out for months due to a hip fracture. But in the week he's been back, he's been picking up where he left off. 0-1 pitch. 1-1. Yeah, kept the back of his foot on the bag before the tag came on, and plus his hand was already on the corner. 1-1 pitch. 2-1. There's one in the right center, and Soto will have to play on a hop, and that's going to score 1. I mean, that's going to score 2. 3-0 Philadelphia. This is what the problem has been with Senga as of late since he came back. Very rarely does this son of a bitch get a clean 1, 2, 3. But then again, when you consider the game that caused all this for the Mets, June 13th, it's been like this for 2 fucking months because we have a gambling psychopath as a manager who should be pink slipped if the Mets do not get a wild card spot at minimum. I mean, at best. 2-run single by Bohm. It's now 3-0 Philadelphia. There has been no plate discipline since fifth inning of the game yesterday, or very little of it from the Mets. Pitch counts have been constantly getting stacked, and this is why I don't think Senga's going to go more than 4 tonight, because of the stacking of his pitch count, because he's trying to be too damn cute. Swing and a miss, 0-2. And that one goes into the right field corner for a double. Again, Senga. Get a clean fucking inning, you son of a bitch. The throw goes to the plate to hold Bohm the third. Seriously, at this point, we may need to cut Senga when the year's over because he's not getting clean innings anymore. I mean, do I believe we're going to bring Griffin Canning back next year? Yes. Soto was not in position to cut that ball off. This is why I think Kodai needs to be shipped out when the year's over. Lately, the lack of clean innings and the fact he's playing too cute is doing this team more harm than good. 2 runs, and the fact there have been very few to no clean innings with this motherfucker on the mound, i.e., super clean is in 1, 2, 3. No runners on base paths, no runs scored, no fucking hit. And again, it's all because Mendoza is an over analytically fueled gambling psychopath. Center field, Taylor goes back. He makes a catch, but damage done. 2 more runs for Philadelphia. 3-0 Phillies going into the bottom of the third. Can the Mets do me a favor and wake the fuck up offensively? Piss off, Mitch. Piss off. Or if you want to mock me, dude. Link's right in here, Mitch, if you're up for it. It'll be McNeil, Torrens, and Lindor in the third for the Mets. I mean, seriously, Mendoza, why not put Nimmo back where he belongs, at the top of the order, instead of the damn middle, you gambling lunatic? I mean, if the Mets fail to make the playoff cut and let either Cincinnati, St. Louis, or San Francisco leapfrog them, that's going to be the nail in Mendoza's coffin. The 3-year contract be damned. You had this all-star talent. You win 45 of your first 66 games. And you blow it because in 69 games. And you blow it because you're a gambling psycho. First pitch to McNeil. Strike 1. Against left-handers, McNeil is hitting 300. Let's see if he can get a fucking hit. 1-1. Can we please see some damn plate discipline, Mets? Please. Didn't go. 2-1. All I'm asking is for some hits and runs, as well as some fucking discipline at the plate. 2-1. 2-2 on the fastball. Sanchez this year is number 2 in the NL with ERA. The only guy he's ahead of him, Paul Skeens of the Pirates, which I find odd. 2-2 pitch. And he got him looking. Why didn't you swing at that, Jeff? This is why I want Mendoza gone. He doesn't preach consistency. He's a gambling lunatic. There's no confidence in this team when they start going into downward spirals. He repeats the same bullshit message. Our pitchers need to be better. Our pitching net needs to be better when he needs to be better with discernment. Louis Torrens is up, and he takes strike one. I mean, give me a manager who is far better at discernment. Give me a manager who is not a gambling psychopath, a gambling terrorist with his pitching core. Give me a manager who is not as quick on the draw to rely on his bullpen. Give me a manager who can make the best use out of a bullshit reclamation rotation set project rotation. Fouled off by Torrens 0-2. Ground ball, scooped up by Bohm. He'll fire to first. 1-2 down. Again, where the fuck is the discipline? First pitch to Lindor. Ball one. Strike one. I swear, give me a death note and I would just have Mendoza 6 feet under on the spot. 2-1. Lindor lines one, caught by Turner to end the inning. Again, Mets held fucking hitless because of no discipline at the plate. Get the fucking count. Look at what the Phillies are doing to Senga and copy that, you pieces of shit. Do what the Phillies are doing to Senga. Stop the count and be patient on pitches instead of one pitch track mind gambling. It's a simple fucking concept. Late discipline. Thanks, Nick. It'll be Bader, Stott, and Turner for the Phillies. Foul off to the backstop on one. At the middle, Lindor's not going to have time. Infield hits. And Lindor, I think, twisted his ankle. And he's okay, never mind. Oh, that's Bader, excuse me. Bounced off the mound, which added a little extra momentum. And again, not a clean inning. Senga, get a fucking clean inning, you son of a bitch! I want to know the stat. Ball 2. Just throw it down the middle and battle, you motherfucker, instead of trying to be cute. Senga, stop being cute! Just throw it over the fucking middle, you piece of shit! Finally, but that's obligatory. 3-1. Swing and a miss at the break. 3 and full count. Why throw low? Go over the middle, you son of a bitch! Again, people wonder why I've been wanting to kill Carlos Mendoza. Why I've wanted to basically beat the shit out of this pitching rotation. Because the former does too much gambling with the rotation, the pen, and the latter group is being too damn cute with their pitches, which has led to stacked pitch counts. Including this tonight. The last 8 starts, OPS against Senga has been 120, 1.028, and they've got Brazaban warming up this early. If this is not a sign that we need to get rid of Senga when cut Senga's contract when the season's up, I don't know what is. This is what happened with Turner in the first inning. And here's what happened in the third inning. Because Senga has not been productive. He has not gotten clean innings on a consistent basis. He's always leaving men on the fucking base pads, whether he gets out of there with any damage or not. Fouled off by Turner. 0-1. About swung and missed 0-2. See if taking the hat off works. It'll be Luzardo and Minaya on Tuesday and on Wednesday. A day of these and an afternoon game, which is some of the Mets have never been able to win when I'm on the clock. They'll put McLean against Walker. 0-2 pitch. Fly ball, lazy fly to Nimmo. He'll make the catch, 1 down. Allen Bader will stay put. At this point, this isn't being for pleasure anymore. It's for pain. Swing and a miss, 0-1 to Harper. Schwarber, excuse me. You hit a grounder, you piece of shit. Swing and a miss, 0-2. Fouled out, in and out of the glove and off the plate, so 0-2. I mean, at this point, you need to get Senga out of there by the 5th. Give Senga the hook by the 5th. Razabon will have to come in whether he wants to or not, sooner or later. Ground ball to Alonso. He's going to fire to second. Gets the force at least. No challenge from Philadelphia. Philadelphia not going to challenge it. I don't know. It looks more like Turner was safe on that, if you ask me. Either way, you now have Harper up. Score base is single in the 3rd and scored on a 2-run single by Bohm. Swing and a miss it on the hanging curve, 0-1. Yeah, especially when it went right over the middle of the plate. That's low. Fastball's low, 1-1. And my neck is killing me again. Looked a bit safe to me. But I'm just being finicky at this point. 1-1. That's fouled off again, 1-2. Got him. And the Mets avoid more collateral damage, but they do give up another hit. Senga dodges another bullet, but the question is, can the Mets provide some fucking bullets? They haven't gotten a hit Their only two runners that have gotten on have been off an error and a force out back in the bottom of the first. 3.5 innings complete, 3-0 Philadelphia. Can I see some fucking discipline at the plate in this inning? Please stack Sanchez's pitch count, you dumbasses, you dipshits. On one pitch to Soto was low, 2-1. I don't know what the hell happened, but still. 2-1 pitch. Inside nearly hit Soto. So for the first time in a while, the Mets have a 3-1 count against Sanchez. Question is going to get a damn runner on board. Sanchez gets the pitch off. Round on the whole base hit for Soto, and that breaks up the no-no at least. Took the Mets forever to get a hit. First pitch to Marte. That one almost hits on ball one. Zach Wheeler, since joining the Phillies, was number 2 in a lot of categories. Top in whip, second in strikeouts, third in ERA, second in wins, tied for second in wins, and second in innings pitched. 1-0 pitch. Down on the third, throw the second one, and a fucking double play. Are you kidding me, Marte, you dumbass? Are you fucking kidding me? This is what I mean by there's been no discipline tonight. Alonso lines one to left field for a base hit at least. But that doesn't matter much. Shame Albie has to go under tonight for the thumb. Ball one to the Vientos. Yeah, but then again, he dives in and jams his fucking thumb. Seriously, he needs a brace and a thumb. He needs to replace that thumb with a prosthetic sooner or later. 1-0 pitch to Vientos. Oh, that's a balk. Sanchez slipped on the mound, and that's a balk. That moves Alonso to second. One 0 pitch. And the dirt gets away. Alonso going to go to third. Two 0 pitch. Catches the inside corner 2-1. Last year in 111 games, Vientos had a 27-71 with a 266. He's about half that this year. Also got a bad hitting setup. 2-1 pulled. Off the glove of Bohm and into the corner for a base hit. That's going to get a run home. Vientos is going to stop, hit the brakes at second with an RBI double, and the Mets are on the board. Very bad hop. Went up and over the glove of Bohm. He couldn't recover. Wasn't able to get it this time. It was a bad hop. Now Nimmo's up with the tying run as the tying run. Ground through the whole base, hitting the right. It's not hit hard enough. Viento's going to take a break. Throw is cut off. To hold Nimmo to a single and another run home. It's now 3-2 Philadelphia. Let's go. I don't understand why Sanchez cut that throw off. I mean, I kind of do, but still, that's not far enough for Nimmo to try to go for a double. You take off for a double. That's single territory no matter how you hit it. I think this was done by Sanchez to get in front of this ball. Oh, that's Harper who got in front of it to cut it off instead of just letting it go to the plate. I mean, seriously, if I'm Harper, I'd get out of the way of that ball. And now Tyrone Taylor up. Mets have gotten 2 of the 3 runs they coughed up back. And this is something the Mets needed. For Vientos, that was RBI number 44. And for Nimmo, he's now having a sex drive because that was home run number 69. But I don't expect Taylor to do much here. Ball one on a fastball in the dirt. This is what I've been calling for the whole fucking game from the Mets. the need for discipline at the plate. While it's not much of a drive up of his pitch count, Sanchez is still within the range of completing the game with a minimum pitch total. Ball two. Given neck stiffness, I don't blame them for not wanting to take an aggressive stance. Ball three. And after 3 innings of no hits, the Mets have managed to string together 4 and get 2 runs off it. And Sanchez will throw a strike over the middle, 3-1. Where Bohm looked like a fish trying to go after that one. 3-1. And it's low, ball 4, and now runners on first and second for Jeff McNeil. Go ahead, time run now in scoring position. Go ahead at first for the Mets, who are 2 for 2 in these situations tonight, whereas Philly is 1 out of 9. 9. This is a rarity that Sanchez is getting wrecked this early. McNeil struck out staring his last at bat. Maybe he'll go after a pitch this time around. I don't know. Mets offense in the last 13 games with 2 outs have scored 45 runs, most in the span with 2 men on, including tonight. Don't line grind, Jeffy. Slaps one through the hole. Nimmo coming home, and this is going to tie the game. The throw goes to third, and Taylor is safe. We got a tie game. Mets have fought back. It is 3-3. McNeil went to second on the throw to third. Turner just let that one get under him. But now here comes practically the killjoy batter, Luis Torrens. Do you expect him to hit hard? Yes. But do you expect him to get a hit? No. And I'm referring to Torrens here. First pitch. And the motherfucker pops it up to shallow right like I thought. That retires the side, but not before the Mets managed to tie the game. 4 innings complete, 3 each. Can't get the lead run in again, can you, Luis? Goes after a low slider, angles his bat causes the bat to hit the ball at too high an angle for an easy, lazy pop-up. But at the very least, the Mets have tied it. But through 4 innings, Bohm has pitched to the barely above the bare minimum. In the bare minimum, the bare max. He's at 59 pitches through 4. This 4th inning was where the Mets stacked his pitch count, forcing him to throw 32 pitches just to get out of it. Yeah, seriously. On two different occasions, if the Phillies make the field at play, this inning is over. At best, they'd be still up to nothing. Worse, they'd only be up 3-2. Instead, tied at 3. And Senga's got new life. But he faces JT Realmuto and almost hits him ball one. They brought Castillo back. Oh, no. I would have gone to Brazzi. Ball two. One with the ghost fork. And one with the sweeper. This is the thing I mentioned with with Senga. He's trying too hard to be cute instead of battling with full frontal assault. That's fouled off 2-1. Mets are 3 for 4 with runners in scoring position so far. Phillies 1 out of 9, which has been which is a bit paradoxical when you think about it. That's fouled off again, 2-2. When you consider that Bohm has 2 of the 3 Philly runs, fouled off again, and we'll do it again. Whether he gets Realmuto or not, I have a feeling this and or Bohm will be the last batter Senga gets in this game. With how overly conservative with his pitch count, Mendoza's been since he got back in July. Inside, too far in, full count. And it's a pop up. Foul ground is Torrent's going to get it. Nope. Why Jose Castillo? Can I ask why Jose Castillo? And he walked him. Or did he hit him? Did he walk him or hit him? He hit him. And it's going to be it for Senga. 4 innings, 2 walks, 4 strikeouts, 94 pitches, 6 hits, 3 runs copped up. And 3 walks, a hit batter, and no clean fucking inning. I mean, with the scuttlebutt that Brandon Sproat is on his way up for the Mets, possibly when he comes in for the Miami series, that does give Kodai a little bit of breathing room for a recovery period. Yeah, only 5 times in 56 seasons since both teams came into the divisions that both teams finished 1-2 in the division. 86 and 9 and '06 went to the Mets. '07, '08, and 24. Although to be fair, the Mets actually finished third due to losing out in a tiebreaker last year to the Braves, but the point still applies. Castillo fires 0-1. Gets the ground ball. McNeil pitches to Lindor for one over the first. Double play! That's what I've been wanting to see all damn night. Night defensively, too. What is it? Is it paper bet? And we got a delay due to debris, I think. What is it? Put the camera in. What is it? I can't see. I'm just seeing a damn. Oh, a light fell off. It's a light fixture that fell off. Oh, it's a microphone. Okay. I can see what Bone is complaining about. There's an obstruction. Okay, fair enough. I mean, a field obstruction. I mean, one of the mics fell off. Okay, understandable, understandable. Oh, I see what happened. Because TBS has got the game for tomorrow night on a national broadcast scale, they put their mics up on in center field. Take those down because this is not their game tonight. I find it a little confusing as to why Alec Bowman would complain about this, but I get it. Oh, they can't do anything about it. Never mind. I mean, I can understand why Marsh is pissed that they can't do anything about it. But if they're on when they're supposed to be off, as again, the TBS game isn't until tomorrow, I can see what Bohm is complaining about. Ugh. All this just to cover up a couple of fucking microphones. This has got to be one of the weirdest delays I've ever seen in my 3 plus years, in my 4 plus years of commenting on doing live reactions to professional baseball. Let's see what happened here. Okay, this was the series against Seattle, I think. Ugh. But it's about damn time we got this cleared up. Now Marshall bat against Castillo. First pitch. Ground chopper to McNeil. He'll fling it to Alonso. Inning over. We are halfway home. 3-3 through 4.5. 3 pitches, 3 outs for Castillo. From Castillo. That's what I wanted to see from Senga all damn night. But no, he kept letting his pitch count get stacked. It'll be the top of the order for the Mets. Lindor, Soto, Marte. after they basically did a bat around. Nearly did a bat around last inning. Can the Mets continue that momentum is the question. So far tonight, through 17 at bats so far, the Mets have gotten 5 hits, 3 runs, 1 walk, and they've struck out 3 times. And grounded into a double play ball. And are 3 for 4 with men in scoring position. McNeil got RBI number 45, Nimmo number 69, Vientos number 44 to start the 3-run rally last inning for the Mets. Mets which tied the game. Again, folks, that is one of the weirdest delays I have seen in my essentially 4 years now of calling baseball here on YouTube. Calling baseball games here on YouTube. Whether it was as a freelancer or during the first 2.5 or the past year and a half. Past year and a half as part of the ABSN, and now the past couple of weeks as part of the Hardcore Sports Network. Just misses the corner, ball 1. Lindor got on an error, and then he lined in the first, getting erased on a force out, and then he lined out in his last at bat. That's a link into Turner. 1-1. Fly ball off the end of the bat, hooking towards the right field corner. And caught for the first out. Out by Kepler. Soto is reached on a fielder's choice and a single. But then he got raced on a double play, stupidly hit into by Marte. First pitch to Soto. And he takes strike 1 that just catches the corner, 0-1. He's only gotten 3 so far tonight, 1-1. That one's way upstairs, 2-1. Green one. So the Kobe card has been announced, huh? Payoff, 3-1 to Soto. Soto thought that was ball 4, but that was just in there, full count. Here's the payoff. And Soto adds to his league lean walk total. and 7 against Miami. They're pretty much done with, and 3 more with Washington. They're pretty much done with Atlanta. They only go 5 out of 8. I mean, they go 5-8 against the Braves. All one. As once again, Mendoza's gambling habit bites the team in the ass, more so at home than it did on the road. He gets caught. I mean, and he's going to get gunned down. It's dropped! Soto is safe! What a blunder by the Phillies. They took that too lightly. They had Soto in the rundown, and Stott dropped it. See what happened here. And Stott closed his glove too early on the ball, and now Soto's in scoring position. That takes a double play out of the equation for the Mets. 1-0 pitch. And Marte makes a big cut at a fastball and misses a 1-1. And it takes the double play ball out of the equation for Philadelphia. The most they can do in getting it out is hold Soto to second. And hold Soto at second. Marte just stares at it on the inside corner slider, 1-2. 2-2. They're going to give Soto the stolen base. I thought they'd give an error to Stott on the missed catch. Two is low, full count. If you're Marte, you're swinging. You do not want to walk in this situation. Because with Alonso up and how many double play balls he hits, you're going to need to take a hat, for better or worse. Payoff pitch. Starling bounces that one foul and will do it again. With runners in scoring position in the last 12, the Mets have the third highest batting average. When you consider that has been one of their biggest weaknesses all damn year, getting the runners home and scoring from scoring position. Payoff pitch. And he walked him. Something I didn't want to see, but I'll take it. Third walk of the night for Sanchez. And now here comes Pete Alonso. You need that ground out if you're Sanchez, and that's just to get out of this. Caleb Coughlin, the Philly pitching coach, going out there to try to calm Sanchez down. Let's see if Alonso can get a run home. First pitch. Takes a slider on the back door, strike one. With runners in scoring position this year, Pete is 43 and 136, and the majority of his runs driven home are scoring position runs. 13 homers, 74 RBIs. Out too far in, 1-1. So if you're Sanchez, what do you do at this point? Most of your pitches have been either the two-seam fastball or the changeup. The slider has been your third option, but you've only thrown it about a quarter of the time. Swing and a miss, and the bat almost goes flying out of Alonso's hand, 1-2. 1-2 pitch. Is Pete going to swing or is he going to let it sit? And he goes down staring at it. You son of a bitch. And that's the confidence booster Sanchez needed right there. He doesn't call that on Soto, yet he calls on Pete. I mean, even if ABS comes into play next year, that is a strike based on the top-down angle. So now Vientos, who got the game going in the Mets' favor with a double that got the Mets on the board, is up. Ball one, low in the dirt. And then he scored on the single by Nimmo. In the dirt, 2-0, gets away from Realmuto, but not far enough where Soto can take off. Can I ask why Nimmo always is in the batter's box with a sledgehammer? Vientos chops that one foul. 2-1. Two-one pitch. In a right field base hit, that's going to the corner, and that's going to give the Mets the lead. Soto comes home easily. Marte will be held at third. RBI double and single for Vientos. Mets go in front, 4-3. Oh, it is a double. Never mind. Vientos with his second RBI double of the night puts the Mets in front, 4-3. And Sanchez has been getting rocked each of the last two innings. His pitch count jumped up by over 30 pitches in inning number 4, and here he's thrown 24 pitches in inning number 5. And the Mets are still threatening, having gone 4 out of 7 with men in scoring position tonight to the Phillies 1 out of 9 so far. Or 6. I forget. Walks don't really count. First pitch to Nimmo. That's grounded, scooped up by Harper, inning over. But the Mets do get in front. We're through 5. Mets 4, Phillies 3. The question is, if this holds, who do you put in as the pitcher for the 8th? If you're Mendoza. Knowing that gambling psychopath, he's tried too hard to rely on Al's bells, and the bells have been rusty. I go to Garrett if we get that far. guess why Clash in Paris is having 7 matches on its card? Keep playing that inning with the botched pickoff attempt and run down on the pickoff. I'm just gonna have to see him lose this. I'm gonna give this to Logan. Becky beats Nikki. Rollins holds on. Rollins sneaks out the title in hand. I mean, Nikki's just in there for nostalgic reasons. Face Becky, nothing else. All one to Kepler from Jose Castillo. Oh god, he put in Tyler Rogers. I was afraid of this. What's my problem with Tyler Rogers? He's a sidewinder who sacrifices speed and velocity for control and finesse. Sure, it gets him ground balls from time to time, but lately he's been just getting hit for runs. Line cut Kepler to Nimmo, one down. Plus, I'm not a fan of sidearm pitchers. Probably be on Saturday or Sunday. First pitch to Fader, strike one. Yeah, and with the way the Marlins have been strutting their stuff lately, sure they're a mid card at this point. They're a mid tier team at best, but still, maybe in 26, Miami can make a run at a division but silence. On the bag and foul. Seven nothing Yankees over the Nationals. Bottom seven. 5 run fifth did. Bader scoots one foul again. Knew it. I mean, right call, as much as most people don't like that, but it's the truth. That's what that should have been. Caught stealing and E4 on Stott for missing the catch. 1-2, which is what I was calling for that to be called. And Bader fouls off another one. The problem with Tyler Rogers is that because he pitches more for finesse, Mendoza believes he can constantly stretch him. But in truth, that does him more harm than good when he's out there for a second inning. At that point, you need to go to someone else. Ground ball to McNeil. Alonso gets to the bag late, but not late enough. He gets the out. 2 away. It's a shame I chose not to go back to New York City for any reason. Brooks Raley warming up in the pen, which means he'll probably pitch the 7th when need be. He basically had to pitch to get the last out of the 6th yesterday against Atlanta when Peterson pitched himself into a hole that cost him the lead and the win. Cost him the 2-0 lead he had and led to a tie game. Bat's flown out, and he's walked. Second pitch, ground line down the third base line, but it's going to look foul. That's fouled off. Hey, 0-2. This one's line to right center. Soto's going to get it. Inning over. So finally, the Mets get a damn clean inning. Took 6 fucking innings to do it, but they got it. 1-2-3 from Rogers. 4-3 going into the bottom of the 6th in favor of the Mets. I mean, pardon my mouth, but hey, I've listed these broadcasts as not made for kids. So let's see. I haven't gotten any more than 7 in here tonight so far. You want to come in, Sean? Sean, want to come in, McAteer? Left the link in the description. Left the link in the chat if you want to come in for a bit. It'll be Taylor, McNeil, and Terrence due up in the Mets in the 6th. The question at this point is, if you're Rob Thompson, do you keep Christopher Sanchez out there? I mean, yeah, you'll get him beyond 6 innings tonight, but with the way he's been rocked each of the last 2 innings, I highly doubt you leave him in there for a 7th. First pitch to Taylor. Swing and a miss at the slider, 0-1. Taylor drew a walk in the 4th and then was left stranded at third, or when the Mets had a chance to take a lead and couldn't. Taylor rips one down the left field line. It's going to be a fair ball heading for the corner. That's going to be a double at least. Taylor's racing for second, and he's going to make it in standing with a leadoff double. Try months in some cases. Right off the end of the bat, inside out, lands fair and into the corner, into the left field corner. And if you're Christopher Sanchez, who needs a good inning to get out of this without hitting the 90 or 100 pitches mark at this point in the game, that is not what you wanted to see or give up. First pitch to McNeil. He tries for the bunt, but he pulls back. Ball 1. Robinson warming up in the pen for the Phillies. McNeil going to try to bunt, and again he pulls back 2-0. It's too low for him to bunt it. I would either let him take the pitch or then just let him take a cut. If I'm McNeil at this point, you're up 2-0 in the count. It's not worth the bunt setup. He's going to try again. Bunts it down the third base line, but it's going to go foul. 2-1. Hunter Green on the mound against Emmett Sheehan tonight for the Reds take on the Dodgers in about a little less than an hour. There you see former Met David Robertson, the guy who was supposed to be the 2023 closer until Buck kept switching between him and Adam Ottavino, which led to the huge fire sale at the deadline, which Robertson was a victim of. McNeil bunts again, and now he cannot afford to bunt. 2-2. I mean, why try to bunt on 4 straight pitches? What I want to know. Mets come into this 4.5 back of San Diego and 6.5 back of Chicago. But I find that odd when you consider it's the Dodgers who are 2 games behind the Padres, not the converse, as opposed to the converse. Let me see something. Give me a sec, folks. Oh, they're tied, but Los Angeles has the tiebreaker. That's pulled on a swing this time, but it's fouled off. Oh, Los Angeles came back and won yesterday. Okay, never mind. That makes sense. Murdoch's happy, but then again, you're playing a shit team in Washington with the Yankees. 2-2 pitch. McNeil lines one to right. It's going to drop. It's going to get caught by Scott, and Taylor's going to have to stay put. 1 down. It was a lazy pop-up either way. Torrens is up next. Torrens has been pretty bad lately. Not a lot of hits in his return to the lineup, mostly due to the fact he's only in there because of the Alvarez thumb injury. First pitch to Torrens. And he takes ball 1. One-0 pitch. Torrens lines one, deep right center field. That's going to drop at the wall. That's going to score Taylor. Mets get an insurance run. It's 5-3 on an RBI double by Louis Torrens. And I think that's it for Christopher Sanchez. In 5 1/3 innings, 94 pitches, 5 runs, 4 strikeouts, 3 walks. That's up and in, gets it off the end of the bat and into the gap for a double. Sanchez coming out, and David Robertson going in. And for the first time in 13 starts, Christopher Sanchez fails to get through the 6th inning. Completely fails to get through the 6th inning. I hate when this happens. It's RBI number 17 on the year. I mean, that's RBI number 17 on the year for Torrens. It seems that momentum, at least in this game for the moment, has swung back to the Mets. I mean, think of it this way, folks. Sanchez was cruising through the first 3 innings. He only had 29 pitches to his count. The Mets were chasing him badly. But in the 4th, once he gave up that first hit, he never really recovered. The double play gave Buffer the lesson the damage. But then Alonso gets a base hit. Then a balk and a wild pitch. Then Vientos drives him home with a double. Nimmo drives Vientos home with a single. Then a walk to Taylor, single by McNeil to tie the game. Then the fourth inning, the Soto walk, botch, pick off, miscatch error by Scott. Walk to Marte, strikeout by Alonso, double by Vientos. And now here in the fifth, back double by Taylor, lazy fly ball by Neal, double by Terrence. And now David Robertson, a former Met, comes on the pitch. Now again, the reason Robertson was basically put in as the damage control mechanics closer last in 23 was because of the injury Edwin Diaz suffered during the World Baseball Classic that year. That's going to hook foul by Lindor. Hit hard down the line by Lindor, but it hooks foul on 1. He was a victim of a fire sale by the Mets at that year's deadline. I mean, the team was riddled with injuries, and Buck was forced to gamble out of necessity. 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss by Lindor, 0-2. Robertson back in Philly since 0-2 Lindor, and he just stares at it, 2 down. Robertson has spent his career with the Yankees, the White Sox, and back to the Yankees, then Philadelphia, then Tampa, then the Cubs, and back to Philadelphia, then to the Mets, then to the Marlins, then to the Rangers. This is his third go-around as a Philly, and this is his third time as a Philly. Including tonight, the Mets are 384 with runners in scoring with 2 outs in the last 13. 1-0 to Soto in the dirt, 2-0. But knowing Robertson, given how much of a tactical upper hand he has on paper, he's going to try to go after him. And he takes a knuckle curve, 2-1. Third, Gary. He was with the Phillies in 19 as well. 3-1. And again, the big problem with Soto is in productivity. All of his homers have been either solo shots or 2-run shots. He's never gotten a 3-run homer or a salami this year as a Met. 3-1 pitch. And he takes outside ball 4. Soto is walked again. And it's 4 in a row in terms of games where Soto has walked twice and 2 or more times. Marte walked his last at bat, and he was and he got to third last inning. But he's also struck out and grounded into a double play. Mets are looking for additional runs here. First pitch, strike 1 as he takes the fastball up and in. And high inside. One and one. There we go. On one pitch. On the ground, base hit up the middle. Torrens is being waved home. The throw will not be made. 6-3 Mets. That run will be charged to Sanchez, so his line is now officially closed. 5 1/3 innings, 6 runs, 8 hits, 4 walks, and 4 strikeouts, 3 walks. And Alonso comes in almost hitting heat, 1-0. How about those? Alonso 1-0. Curveball weakly chopped. Bohm's going to fire to first, inning over, but not before the Mets add 2 on 2 hits, on 3 hits, and they strand 2. 6 innings complete. New York Mets 6, and the Philadelphia Phillies 3. Brooks Raley set to come on for the 7th. And my neck is still killing me. Oh, yeah. Now you tell me that, Mitch. Question is, are you doing the same game I'm doing? I really hate it when it does that. And we are back. Brooks Raley will now take the mound. He'll face Trey Turner. First pitch is a strike, 0-1. 1-1. 2-1. Fly ball to left to right. Soto going back. Makes the catch just before the foul. Towards the right field to chalk. 1 down. Schwarber takes ball 1 up and away. So far, Schwarber has not been doing much against the Mets tonight. He's He's over 2 with a run scored, or with a walk, a run scored, and he does have an RBI, but it was on a ground out in the first inning. Center field, not deep. Taylor's right under it. 2 out. Jordan Romano and Tanner Banks now warming up in the Philly pen for the net half of the seventh, where they will face Vientos, McNeil, Vientos, Nimmo, and Taylor at minimum. Harper is 1 for 3 tonight. He had a single, but he didn't get anyone home. It didn't come until Bohm's in the third inning. That's up and in on the sweeper, 1-0. He doesn't want the career platinum sombrero against Rayleigh. Let's see what happens here. 1-1. On at the top of the zone. 1-1 pitch. Way outside with the sweep. 2-0. 2-1. JT waits on deck. That's 2-2. Boston is well on pace to at least be the #1 wild card and host their wild card series. At best, they get the Yankees. At worst, they get Seattle. 2-2. Bam! I mean, that was a bit up and out, but I'll take it. I mean, once ABS is implemented next year, that's a ball, no matter how you want to look at it. Can you blame me if I'm worried for the eighth inning, folks? For the Mets to gamble safely on Brian Hesley, they need at least 2 more runs. Emphasis on the terms gamble and safely. They get nothing. I worry about Hesley being out there. And then you bring in Reed Garrett or Ryan Stanek. The former is borderline useless when it comes to runners on the base pads in terms of limiting damage control. And the latter should be DFA'd at this point, given how bad he's been this year. Here as a panic backup closer. But then again, he wasn't that great of a closer when he was in Seattle. When we got him at the deadline in Seattle last year, when he was in Seattle. It's going to be Jordan Romano, who's without question the most erratic pitcher for the Phillies out of the pen this year. 41 and 2/3 innings, 7.56 ERA. And he'll face Mark Vientos, has been the catalyst for the Mets in this game. 2 doubles, 2 RBIs on 2 of 3 hitting tonight, jumping his batting average back up to 242. First pitch, ball 1. Vientos has hit homers in 3 straight games. Can he make it 4? 2-0. It's a rarity. Swings at a big swings and misses at the slider that goes up on him. 2-0. 2-1. Oh, and that one hits Vientos in the back. Got him in the rib cage. Ouch. And now Bay will come in to pinch run and play third for the rest of the game. So Vientos' night is over. He won't have a chance at a fourth straight home run. He'll finish 2 for 3 with 2 base hit, 2 run, with 2 doubles, 2 RBIs, a ground out, and a hit, and getting flunked. Oh. First pitch, upstairs, ball 1. Nimmo hit an RBI single in the fourth that pulled the Mets within a run. Strike 1. Mets looking to score for a fourth consecutive inning. One and two is Nimmo just stares at another slider. If he can get him. Way upstairs, 2 and 2. Oh no, not Helsley. If this was Garrett, fine. But Helsley has been completely unreliable in these situations. Where you give him a 1-run lead or a 2-run lead. More often than not, he's going to cough up a back-to-back pair of doubles. 2-2 is in too far in full count. Beatty will have an on-max start if he so wishes to take it. Well, maybe if he stopped fucking tipping them, things would go better for him, the son of a bitch. That explains a lot. Too high, ball 4. I mean, seriously, Ryan, how about you quit tipping your fucking pitches? Cover them up. Taylor goes for the bunt, and it's going to go foul on 1. I mean, I get the move there with the bunt. This happens. Base hit in the left field. Taylor's going to Bay's going to hit the brakes and the run, and that loads the bags on a base hit by Tyrone Taylor. McNeil now has a chance to bring everybody home. I mean, I understand why the Phillies moved home in, but he was not in enough, far off enough to his right, into his left to where he could get the ball. McNeil takes ball 1 up and in. McNeil fouls that one off to the backstop, 1-1. Now, in this situation, if you're McNeil, you don't bunt. It'll do you more harm than good. Ducks on the pond. Nimmo at Beatty at third, Nimmo at second, Taylor at first. That's in at the knees, 2-1. I mean, Johan Duran. If the Mets can get some more runs, I don't think we'll see him tonight for Philadelphia. Inside, too far in, 3-1. You throw one more pitch, and that's basically going to bring in a run. And you hear the echoes of the Nightmare on Elm Street theme in the background. Because for a pitcher, this is your worst nightmare. 3-1 count, runners on the ducks on the pond, nobody out. 3-1 pitch. Jeff hits this one to the right. It's deep, not deep, playable enough though. Bay's gonna tag. The throw to the plate will be cut off. 7-3 Mets. And Bay scores, sac fly. 7-3 New York. Oh, hey, Murdog.
What's up, Mets? Can you hear me?
What up, dog?
Mets, can you hear me?
Can you hear me? Loud and clear. I can hear you, Murdog. It's just my frequency's been erratic tonight. I can hear you, Murdog. Can you hear me? One. I can hear you. I can hear you, Murdog. You're on deck.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah. Right center field, deep to the track, to the wall. It's gone! Louis Torrens. Hold on a sec.
And so gets underway to deep center track near the wall, and it's out of here! Time ahead of 0-2. And he flies one out to right field. That goes Tucker to the warning track. Back in the fence. It's out of here! 1-2 Alonso. And he lifts one out to right field, chasing Rodin back to the warning track, and it's out of here! Pete Alonso goes the other way.
Beautiful Oppo Taco by Torrens. That's his third ribby of the year. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Lindor.
Oppo Taco. What's up, Mets? I just took it now. I just woke up.
I mean, you guys did basically crush Washington, which isn't really saying much, to be honest. Right?
Well, they're on the schedule, bro. Win's a win. I don't care if we're playing a Little League team.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm putting it on now. It says 10-1. So, of course, I mess up the alarm. I try to take a pregame nap, sleep through it, miss the game. you're still
So you
on.
decide to hop
Come
on
hang
here
out.
just to check on me, right?
Come hang out with the homie. Yeah, I mean, if I'm not streaming, I'll come hang out with the homie.
Fair enough. Soto up next.
Yeah.
He's walked twice, singled, and scored a run. That was back in the. That one comes in on him, ball one.
I keep missing my alarm, so.
Hiya, Maddie.
It's like the third time this week.
Shout out to John R. Let us know you hit the likes. And to hit the likes. Yeah, hit the likes, guys.
I'm trying to catch this game now. I got the MLB TV pack.
Soto. I mean, the Mets, this is where, in my view, you bring in Hesley for the 8th. He's been horrible because he's been pitch tipping ever since he became a Met. And up 7, this is the best time to bring him in once the Mets are done with this inning. Know what I mean?
What are you up, 10-3?
Yeah. And Soto takes strike 3, but not before they add 4 to their total. Big hit by Torrens. 7 innings complete. Mets 10, Phillies 3.
That game's in the bag. That's a big win for you guys over Philly.
Well, we're not there yet. Oh, by the way, it's now 10-5 Yankees.
It would be a big. It would be. I gotta.
You gave up a
Gotta rewind
salami
this
to
game.
Jacob Young.
But I want to wait to watch the condensed version, on the MLB app.
Yeah.
So I can just rewind it.
Jr. coming on to try to see if he can limit damage control.
What's that?
It's now 10-5 Yankees. You gave up
What's up,
a
Matty?
salami to Jacob Young.
Jacob,
Good to see
who
you,
did?
Maddie. It's been a while. Yankees. Yeri De Los Santos coughed it up.
Well, I'm in the first inning now. I just rewound the game. I could just go to the scoring parts. Like if I'm fast forwarding through the game now, I could just see the score change, so then I could stop and go back. And it looks like Cody Bellinger hit a homer. Or did he?
No, I think he got a sac fly.
Oh, okay. He hit it to the wall. Sack fly. Okay. He hit it to the wall. That's why. All right. So there's a 1-0.
Second inning was a Ben Rice homer for the Yankees. Then they got a ground rule double that scored Caballero from Judge. Single by Bellinger that followed after that brought him and Grisham home. Chisholm then hit a 2-run homer. They brought home Bellinger.
Yeah, you know what? I could probably just go to that. I could probably just go to ESPN.
And then the 7th, Dominguez hit a 3-run bomb, and the Yankees have been held silent since.
Well, they made enough noise. They could be silent here and there. He's got 10 runs. That's all right. Hold on.
So the Mets, but I'm more cautious given how badly the bullpen's been fudging it.
Uh-oh.
First pitch
Says
from Hesley to Real Muto is ball 1.
They gave up a grand slam in the 9th.
1-1.
They won 10-5. They won 10-5, but they gave up a grand slam. Okay, so Rice hits a home run.
Struck out and grounded out and flown out. One pitch. 2-1. Remuto flew out in the 8th, struck out in the 3rd, and he got plunked in the 5th. 2-1 pitch. This one's hit to deep left center field, and this one is going to be caught by Taylor at the edge of the track. 1 down.
Wow, that's a bomb.
Got it off the end of the bat. Here's Alec Bohm, who has 2 of the 3 Philly runs on a 2-run single back in the 3rd inning, and he takes strike 1 on the heater.
So what do you guys? How are you guys doing in the wild card? You guys are like holding on to the 3rd spot at the moment.
Game and a half ahead of Cincinnati.
Okay. Yeah, it's gonna come down to the wire for both of us, man.
How far ahead are you guys in Seattle for the 2nd spot?
We have it could be like a game and a half, 2 games. Let me check. Well, it looks like the Yankees just won. They gave up a grand slam in the 9th inning, but they won 10-5.
Yeah,
so
wild card. You guys are only a game and a half ahead. You're only a game ahead of Seattle.
Well, they're playing San Diego right now, so that's actually good. San Diego's a pretty good team. So
yeah, San Diego comes in tonight tied with Los Angeles for the division lead. Hey, Sean.
What's up, fellas?
What up, Mac? Yeah.
Let's go Mets. Look at this.
Damn right.
10 to 3.
1-2 Esley. That's going to be ripped to right, and it's going to go foul and into the seats.
Well, Mets, you're looking at it the wrong way. I mean, no, for you guys, but for the Yankees, we're ahead of Seattle by 1 game right now. But Kansas City is the first team out, and we're 3.5 ahead of them. So that's our security blanket. Is 4.5 games is our security blanket to get into the last spot.
The Mets is only 1.5. Could be 2.5 at best. The Dodgers can get their heads out of their ass tonight when they play the Reds in about 20 minutes.
Right. Huh. See, I'm mad. This would have been a fun one. The Yankees scored 10 runs, couple dingers. Like, actually, the games I've been missing, like, I've been
got it, 2 down.
Been a lot of losses though, so
yeah, some of them you're good with missing.
Yeah, like I wake up and I'm like, oh fuck, we got crushed. Thank God I could do that game. But it's games like this that I'm like, damn it.
Yeah, these are fun, man. This is what a baseball fan wants to see from their team. Sorry, Matt. Go ahead. My bad.
At this point, Jose Castillo would be in line for the win for the Mets. The loss would obviously go to Christopher Sanchez. For Philadelphia. Senga has been atrocious since coming back. That's fouled off to the backstop, and it gets Torrens on the hand, on his glove hand.
Oh, shit. What are we doing here?
I mean, keep in mind, guys, I haven't called a Met game in over a month.
Really?
Last game I called for this team was on the 5th of July against the Yankees. We were simulcasting that day, Murdog, remember?
That was the last one you did?
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, all right. I didn't know that you did that.
Time to make a comeback. Especially if this is what happens when you go live.
Swing and a miss, 1-2.
Oh, you've just been doing the wrestling.
True.
Okay.
I mean, the last baseball game I called in general was a Speedway class. Was the Yankee Cardinal game. I wish you had joined me on that one.
Yeah, but wasn't I doing a game? My own game?
I don't think so. I was doing the second game of that series.
If Murdoch isn't doing a game, it's because he needed breath.
Or sleep. Yeah. If I don't do a game, it's because I'm sleeping.
Yeah.
I just woke up and I looked at my phone and I get a message like, "Hey, we're going on a Met show." And I was like, "All right, let me throw on a shirt." I called in.
Oh yeah,
like,
that's dope.
Right. Didn't even brush my teeth yet.
Ratcliffe chimed in and subbed the Met show. That was cool.
I'm looking. Inning over. So Hesley gets his first clean inning as a Met.
Nice.
We go to the bottom. Mets 10, Philadelphia 3. And the fact that the ABSN has now formed an alliance with the Hardcore Sports Network, which is a Philly-based network, these boys... Mitch is eating crow tonight.
Sup, homies?
Hey, Maddie.
Hey, boys.
What
How
up,
are you?
Matty?
Murdoch, it's been a while, brother. How you doing?
What's up, sir?
Life treating you all right?
Ah,
How's your pops doing okay?
Yep.
yeah, Pops is doing all right.
Good. Last time I talked to you, it's a little shaky, so.
Well, dude, he had those blood clots, and
Yeah.
What's up,
that was
world
what
fan?
it was rough.
Well, I'm glad
Speaking
he's
of
all
blood
right, man.
clots,
Good to hear.
you guys heard what happened to Zach Wheeler, right?
He's
No,
out for the year, no? Wheeler?
What?
Wheeler's out
Yeah.
for the year, right?
He has to
I
go
don't even
under-
watch sports.
Yeah, that surgery that took Strasburg out.
Oh, shit.
What was
All
that?
because they found a blood clot in his pitching arm.
Oh, okay. All right, we
Pull
got
this game up on the app or the thing.
It'll be Marte, Alonso, and Beatty, who's coming to replace Vientos after he got hit in the rib cage last inning.
Maddie, you have MLB TV
Yeah, man. T-Mobile fucking gave it to us for free.
for free. Yeah,
Well,
we were
Yeah,
gonna
they
do
do it
that.
every year.
Same with
apparently,
me.
So
I think we already had it
It'll be
here,
Joe
and
Ross
so we
coming
couldn't
for Philadelphia.
redo it.
I mean, they do it
gotcha.
a
I'm
few
just
times
glad that
every
we
year.
got
Every team
baseball
plays,
going
unless
on.
you're
We got football
region-
coming up.
region lock.
yeah.
You
Mets
get
and
blocked
Yankees
out.
are just going to be a
I mean,
wild
in your
card.
case, Matty, you're locked out from Rockies games, correct?
That's what I was gonna
Yeah,
ask.
which I ain't missing much. Yeah, no, Rockies games aren't on. Although it's funny, I've kind of
And
become like a
Mac
pseudo
and
Rockies
Murdoch
fan
are
because they're so bad.
First pitch to Marte, and first pitch to Marte is on the way. Here it comes. And he gets plunked in the elbow.
Oh no! Any game that takes
And
place
again,
down
he
here,
gets
I
plunked
can't
in
watch.
new.
If the Yankees are playing like Tampa Bay
So
or the
you can't watch
Marlins,
Marlins games or
no,
Rays
Yeah,
games,
that's
no.
nothing down here.
And in
No.
my case,
So,
you're blacked out of two
and
teams.
you think
Mark.
their situation's
Wow.
bad.
Yeah.
I'm in a worse situation. I'm blacked out for games involving Atlanta, Washington, Cincinnati, and Baltimore.
Well,
that-
God
that's
hates you.
yeah.
She told me at the Last Supper. There was good fish there.
And that's crazy though. It's like I don't understand. I pay
But
for
football
the.
is coming up, boys.
I'm pumped.
I mean, let's be honest. If you live in
Well,
the
yeah, the thing is
Mid-Atlantic,
now
like
every team has a
Virginia,
local thing where you can pay
Carolina,
like $100 for all their games.
I know, but I'm just saying, if you live in the Mid-Atlantic area like I do, like the Carolinas, Virginia, and Alonso rockets this one deep right to the wall, but it's caught right up against the casing
I
Cadillac
am
Club
clearly
cage.
behind you for some reason. There we go.
So close to another 30 home run season for Pete.
Ugh.
He's got a whole
I'm more
month.
excited about fantasy football than I am about our Jets this year. I
Yeah.
still too many questions.
And Pete knew that one wasn't getting
Dude,
him.
I don't do fantasy, gamble, or any of it, and I'm so much happier for it.
No, I could see that
Most of
though
the
too.
time,
Because
I play
sometimes
3D
you're like
fantasy football.
you got to root against
Like
your
I
own
work
team.
graveyards, I get
That's
home at
what
about
your fantasy
30.
wins.
First pitch is a
Yeah,
ball.
and
to
like I just get up and
Lady.
I'm gonna just get up, saunter my ass down the fucking hallway on 4 hours of sleep, have a cocktail, watch the Jets, and just kind of just like sit there like somebody took 3 vertebrae out of me and just stare at the screen. It's gonna be awesome.
True.
What fantasy did for me was, man,
What happened? I don't even know. I just watched the screen.
Strike one.
fantasy allowed me to like care about
Right,
all
yeah.
the other games.
It's like a guy's first time at the strip club. Yeah, I just don't like doing that. Like, I just want to enjoy my Sundays. I miss wearing a hoodie, and I miss not fucking sweating like Michael Jackson at a Boy Scout meeting. I'm just ready.
I like it though. It adds to it for me. Like, well, you're right. There's a lot more stress.
It is a lot more.
I get it, man. I understand the appeal.
Yeah.
I'm just too lazy, man. I just don't want to do any more work than I absolutely have to.
I get that
That's
too.
fouled off by too.
I usually bite off more than I can chew. I'll start off, be like, no, I don't have any leagues. And then somebody will invite me to one. I'm like, all right, I'll do that one. Then somebody else will invite me to
5 of them by week
that. Yeah. And I'm like, oh, God, what? I said no leagues this year. That's me.
Yeah, I mean, and like I tell people, I don't give anybody shit for having fun with them. I mean, that's what the whole point of it. It's just,
was upstairs.
I just can't anymore, man. I get up and I got a shot glass sized brain, and fantasy tries to pour a gallon of knowledge into it, and it just doesn't stick.
Yeah, we just made it more complicated in our league.
From the window, what you guys do?
Just extra bonus points, like for different things, like more like a DraftKings settings. You know, we had the DraftKings lineup, like, so it's the extra receiver. Blah blah blah.
Look, jailbait's on TV.
Who's jailbait?
The other games so far,
Gotcha.
top of the 8.
I played in a league one year where you drafted punters and kickers. Just some hot chick who looked like she was like 17.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Rampage Jackson.
Homer guy. Now
oh my god, dude!
First catcher.
I hate pro wrestling with everything that I am, but even I'm like, that's fucked up.
Yeah, no, seriously.
That's not. Yeah, that was. I couldn't believe it.
Yeah, I'm ready.
You know what though? I hold the guys who book that psychopath accountable more than anything. Like, don't get these MMA guys involved in pro wrestling. Pro wrestling is an act. It's you know what I mean? It's a play. These guys are human pit bulls. Don't fucking expose. Like, this was just a bad idea altogether. And I mean, his dad literally said, "I have money put away for my other kids' college and his legal fees."
Yeah, to bail him out, right? I read that too. Crispy Kreme, what's up, Crispy?
And not in a hot two guys.
Mike Show, Jetstream YouTube channels, etc. They all deserve. Mets is a legend, like all. Thank you, Crispy.
Hey, Crispy. Yeah, I figured I'd pop over here. John Radcliffe said they were screaming, so I wanted to jump in. Crispy's always a good dude.
He brings the positivity to everyone's life.
Rampage Jackson. Playable. Marte goes back to second. Catch. Then he'll tag and go to third. 2 down.
Rampage, they showed a video of him finding out what's going on. He was sitting with a guy, and it seemed like all he cared about was that they were getting banned from Kick.
Tyron Taylor comes up on.
He said literally at the end of it, "I'll be right back. I'll be right back." He wasn't
like, "Oh no, what's he doing?" Yeah, he didn't care. He was just like, "Oh, we're getting banned." Oh man, like,
I guess that guy's okay. He's doing well. He's recovering.
I thought he was still
flatlined in the ring.
No,
he flatlined in the ring.
Yeah, he hit him like 20-something times when he was
according to the Post. He's doing okay.
Okay. All right. Yeah. No, he was in the hospital still recently, but like, you shouldn't be in the hospital the next day, like, let alone a week later.
You hit a guy 22 times that's unconscious.
He'll bounce that off. 0-2.
And it was like the crowd thought it was part of the show, and then eventually some of the wrestlers jumped in, but it was like, how many? Like, the ref was just waving his hands. He didn't even try to help.
Stunned.
Yeah.
I'm not jumping on that motherfucker if I'm the ref, because the ref is just a short, fat dude like me. Like, that dude was like, okay, there's a fucking that's like an active shooting going on in the ring. He's just gonna be like, "Sir, could you stop?"
I mean, I know nobody watched.
I gotta bounce, boys. I gotta go pick up the kiddo.
Good to see you, Matty.
So, anyways, Mets, thank you for having me on, buddy. Good to see you, boys. Murdoch, glad your pops is doing all right, brother. Stay in touch.
Thanks, brother. All right, see you later, man.
It is outside. Later, Manny.
Yep, I'm trying to.
Good to see you, Matty.
Yeah, I mean, that whole thing was crazy, man. Like
Yeah.
22 shots to an unconscious body. It's
Well, I saw like all the different clips. Like there was one where he did the beer thing on his head, and then afterwards he's like, "Oh man, I thought you were like one of us. We're like always in character."
Basically, that's
I'm
score another
sorry. And
run
like,
11
oh, yeah.
net.
You're good. I'm sorry. What'd you say, Matt? Sorry, man. I'll stop.
RBI single by Taylor. Mets up 11-3.
Heck yeah. Let's go, Mets.
I was gonna say
5th inning in a row, the Mets have scored. This is their 11th unanswered run after giving up the first 3 in the first 3 innings.
there you go.
Let's keep it up.
More
But
two-out fundamental base run hitting by the Mets, and here comes McNeil, and he fouls that one down the first baseline on 1.
Yeah, the guy like hit him with a beer can like before the show started because he was in the back set with everybody and thought he was like somebody that was one of them basically. So he like did this like skit with him. And then afterwards said, "Sorry, hey man, I just thought you were one of us. Like I'm always working or whatever." And he said, "Cool, man. No, we're all good." Another guy said, "Hey, we'll get you in to like the main match where he's at, and you can come in and like throw him, and like it'll make it even." He's like, "Yeah, no, that's cool." And both of them said it's cool. And then he went and did that. Like, come on, man. Like, you already said it was cool. Everybody who apologized, everything was good, and you still went in the ring. And that's why I think he needs some, he definitely needs to go to jail, but he needs some mental help, bro. And I think a lot of it is his dad. Rampage Jackson's son, who just beat a wrestler up and beat him unconscious.
Rampage hit in the right. Bay coming home. Throw goes to the plate. It's late. 12-3 Mets.
Let's see, 11:37.
Because Rampage bullies his kids.
So 11 and a half hours. Okay.
The
And
Mets
not like
joking.
joking.
Open the floodgates. Mets got punched in the face early by giving up 3 runs, and they have stormed back with 12 unanswered of their own.
I think you're pretty confident the Mets are going to take this one.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
100%.
First pitch to Torrens is a strike. Torrens has 4 RBIs tonight. 2 for 4 with a double and a homer. That was when Murdoch came in last inning.
Hey, Mets, have you gone over the fantasy rules?
A bit, yes.
All right, cool. No, I just wondering, man, because I didn't know. You didn't come in on the rules chat when I was there, so I was just wondering if you got it all. That's all. Just making sure, man. I want you to be ready, dude.
It's set up in a similar vein to the CBS sports ones I normally did.
Oh, okay. It's about the same.
There's going to be a lot of points scored, a lot more points being able to be scored in this one. It's going to be a DraftKings type of thing.
If the scoring system fundamentally is the same as what I used to do, then I should be fine.
Fundamentally, you're just going to get an extra. If your quarterback throws for 300, you're going to get an extra 3. Receivers hit 100, and running backs hit 100. They get an extra 3. If they hit 200 in a game, they get like 4 or 5.
Pass it off.
Okay.
Yeah, so so they get rewarded for good games. Fumbles, I think the general setting is you don't lose anything if you recover it.
You want a fumble lost or something, right?
Fumble lost, but now you're getting -1 for fumbling it regardless, You're getting
Okay.
penalized now for dropping the ball, basically, for fumbling it.
Foul ball.
And
Strike.
short
Foul
How
ball.
about
kicks.
for defenses? Is there any special things for defenses? Like if they get so many sacks or they get so many.
Well, yeah, 2 points for an interception, 1 for a sack, no matter what. Point
Okay.
that they,
Six
depending on how many
for-
points they let up.
6 if you get a touchdown, either with a fumble recovery or a pickoff, right?
Yeah, if the defense like scoops and scores, like pick six or scoops up a fumble,
Torrens
that's a good score.
flicks one to light center field. That's going to be a base hit. Taylor rounding third. He's going to get home. Throw goes to second, but the run will be a runner at third. That's 13-3 Mets. Torrens with a 5 RBI game. And Lindor
Let's
gets
go.
one last shot to keep his hitting streak intact. He is 0 for 5 tonight with a pair of strikeouts.
So hopefully he can change that. Not stick with what he's doing.
My girl, da, 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 my girl. And it looks like Joe Ross is coming out of the game. My girl, my girl.
What was it? Yeah, Mets, if you pick up a fumble and run it back, if you have that defense, you get +6. If you miss a
Well,
chip shot like
Tom Ross down, I guess. 3 runs home in the 8th for the Mets. Lindor could make it 6 at best. But this is his last chance to get a hit for the night. He's gone 0 for 5 tonight. He's gotten a hit in each of the last 12. First pitch is a ball. Ball on the curveball. On the curve.
I got the German.
Ball 2.
Mein
Phillies
Vater
second
ist
chance.
da
Break
und
out
wirklich
in
da.
City in Queens. That's a lizard. It's not the Fanatic. 2-0. Low ball 3, and it looks like the streak could end. It'll either be on a walk or an out. Three-0 pitch. Take strike 1. Six or 9 tonight. They have 9 of the 14 hits for the Mets. Lindor fouls it off. Full count. You guys muted yourselves.
What?
You guys muted yourselves for a bit.
Oh, I did because I was messing with my grill.
Oh,
I had to
payoff
marinate
And
my
Lindor
stuff,
goes
get
down
everything
clean.
ready, and then
Yeah, I'm doing
still cooking Mets, but I didn't want to wait too long to get on your show.
Lindor's hitting
I'm
streak is over, but the Mets do add 3 to their total. We go to the 9th. Stanek will come out. Let's see if he can hold a 10-run cushion. 13-3 Mets.
I'm just
Let's
finishing up
go,
my German
baby.
lesson. I got to get it done before midnight, so I got to do it right now.
It's all right because I'm tired.
And San Diego responds with a Fernando Tatis Jr. homer. It scored 2. And a Jake with home runs by Gavin Sheets, Jake Cronenworth, and Fernando Tatis Jr. to go up 4-1 on Seattle.
Michael Phelps has
And
to
this is
bone
after-
up on his Chinese.
And this was after Cal Raleigh hit number 50, becoming the first catcher in MLB history to hit 50 homers in a year.
He hit 50 today?
Nice.
Yep.
Heck yeah.
Yesterday, he broke the record.
That's rad.
at least for homers hit by a catcher. It's going to be Kepler, Stott. It's going to be Kepler, Bader, and Stott to see if they can keep the Phillies alive.
So when we do the draft, are we all going to be live on the show doing the draft, or are we just doing the draft and then we're going live afterwards, talk about our pick?
No, it's going to be live.
Okay.
Minor Muta.
What time on Sunday?
Oh, we don't know yet.
It really depends. It might not even be the original date. It might be the 30th.
Video photos of last year's NLDS clincher for the Mets.
What'd you say?
They're showing clips of photos of stills of last year when the Mets knocked the Phillies out in the NLDS.
Oh, photograph again. Okay. Damn, I got that wrong.
First pitch from Stanek is up and away, ball one. Ryan Stanek now on, and this is one of the situations I feared. Mauricio comes in as a defensive replacement, ball two. I mean, this isn't a save decision, but remember what happened the last time Stanek came out? He basically got dog-walked by the Nationals. Nelson gave up 4 runs when the Mets were down 2 in the 8th. You remember that, right, John? Fouled off, 2-1. Beatty moves to second, and McNeil is going to play right, replacing Soto. Gary, don't jinx it, but we'll see. 2-1 pitch. Pop fly ball. Left center field. Nimmo and Taylor coming on. It's going to lean more towards Nimmo. 1 down.
Oh my god, I keep spelling this wrong.
What's the word you're trying to spell in German?
No, I'm spelling it wrong. Mine bar surfed. No, it's because of my fingers. There we go. Finally got it.
Oh, it's Bark in the Park night at City Field. So a few people brought their dogs in.
Want to know the best way to prepare for actual?
Okay. What'd you say?
It's Bark in the Park night in Queens.
Oh yeah, nice.
That's fouled off by Bader. 1-1.
I would love to do that.
Too bad football doesn't do Bark in the Park. Right?
What'd you say? I missed that.
Too bad football doesn't do Bark in the Park. Swan
No.
going to miss strike 2. What?
Football's coming up.
1 ball, 2 strikes to Bader from Stanek. Phillies down 10. They need a lot of help if they're going to win this one. That's fouled off. They come into this series trailing the Mets 4-3 this series, down to the Mets in the season series 4-3. And if the Mets can sweep this series, regardless of what happens in Philly in a couple of weeks, the Mets sew the series up. Ball 2. Or they're actually down 4-2, I should say, not 3. My bad. This is game 7 out of the 13 between the two. Iggy the Greyhound in attendance. That's upstairs, full count. Stott waits on deck. That's fouled back. We'll do it again.
It's like TJ's having a problem.
Who's
The scoring.
DJ?
You know TJ.
Oh, right. I don't remember.
He's confused about some of the scoring.
Payoff pitch. Walked him. And that's the first man to get on base for Philadelphia since Realmuto got plunked back in the 5th. Ending a string of 12 straight Phillies being put down. And here's Stott, who's another walk candidate. It's only the 4th walk of the night for the Phillies. Where the Mets have walked 6 times and struck out 8. Ball 1. And this is the thing that's worried me with Stanek this year. The over-reliance on a flat fastball or slider. Takes it in 1-1. Mets looking for win number 70 and at least make the chase for the division a little more manageable at 7, pulling them within 6 of the Phillies. That's line to right center. That's going to get slide caught by McNeil, 2 down.
There you go. Okay, now I have to send this to DJ.
Game's almost over, Sean. One more out on the Mets. McAteer, one more out and the Mets win this. Yeah, but after that triple, the Mets took the punch in the mouth and fired back like a machine gun on the Phillies.
It's a big game for you guys.
This is a huge series. We need some.
Yeah. Well, that's what I mean. Yeah, playing Philly.
We need to claw our way back into the division hunt. Because of Mendoza's gambling psychosis, the Mets fell out of the division pretty early in the month. I mean, getting swept by the Guardians, the Brewers. It made me want to kill Mendoza. You remember?
Yeah, you're always looking to find a way to murder him. So, which I took you off the ledge for that.
Final strike for Philadelphia. Can Stanek get it? Turner breaks the back to Bainey. Game over. Mets win 13-3.
Nice.
Mets finally get their 70th win of the season, which I thought they'd get a lot fucking sooner if it wasn't for Mendoza's gambling psychosis. Mets get 13 unanswered runs from the 4th inning onward, in innings 4 through 8, coming back from 3 down and kick Philly ass tonight to win the 5th game out of 13 in this series. Mets get 13 runs on 14 hits, no errors. Phillies only get 3 runs on 6 hits, 2 errors. Your winning pitcher, Jose Castillo. Losing pitcher, Christopher Sanchez. No save involved in front of 41,983 in a 3-hour, 11-minute game. Player of the game for me will be either Mark Vientos or Luis Torrens. It'll probably be the latter, as he went 3 for 5 with a double, a single, a home run, and 5 RBIs. The Mets went, get this, 11 for 19 with runners in scoring position tonight.
No, that's unstoppable.
Walked 6 times, struck out 8. Phillies, on the other hand, 4 walks, 6 strikeouts, 3 runs, 6 hits, 1 for 9 with runners in scoring position. And all their hits basically came off Kodai Senga, who just could not get a clean inning tonight. Senga went 4 innings, 6 hits, 3 runs, 3 walks, 4 strikeouts. Sanchez went 5 1/3, 6 runs, 5 earned, 8 hits, 3 walks, 4 strikeouts. This was a game the Phillies did not want to see tonight out of their productivity. But then again, they've had to fight the last couple of games, especially against teams on paper that were bottom feeders. You look at their last 2 series against Washington. They were lucky to win 4 of those 7. They split in Washington a couple weekends ago, and they barely managed to take 2 out of 3 this past weekend. Know what I mean?
Yeah.
In any case,
Yeah.
that's it. I want to thank everyone who showed up to comment. Thank you for coming, Murdog.
Sure, brother.
Wasn't expecting. Comment, like, subscribe to all the content creators who came in tonight to the Aboriginal Sports Network and to the Hardcore Sports Network. Sorry, all Philly fans. And Mitch, eat crow. Goodbye. Good night. Bang.